everyone, my name is Addie Thompson, and today I will be teaching everyone how to create a Kahoot. A Kahoot is an app where you can create fun interactive quizzes to engage and inspire learning. So this is just a fun way to have your students have friendly competition, but also it's good for educators because you can review with your students what you've been teaching them and check their comprehension on different things. So to begin, you start at the home page. You do have to create an account, but it's very simple. You just log in with your email. You're going to start with Create Kahoot, and I choose the blank canvas. And so basically, first, this is what the screen will look like. You have themes over here. I'm just going to stick to the standard, but you can choose any theme you want. So over here you have question type, which is to basically, you can either test the student's knowledge, collect opinions, present info. Today I'll be testing my student's knowledge. I'm going to create this Kahoot based off of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So this would be included in a lesson where I'm testing my student's knowledge on the puppets that I would want them to be creating from this story. They will be having a puppet show. So before this, I would have showed them a how-to video of the puppets that they're going to create, and this Kahoot will test their knowledge and just let me know that they know how they're making these puppets, what they're using to make them, and which character they have assigned, because I will be assigning them a character, and that will base what they make their puppet out of. So I'll be using quiz and true or false for these questions. I'm only going to do 3 just to keep it short and simple and just show everyone how to get the hang of this. So first we're going to start with the inner Kahoot title. I'll just be doing Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Done. So the first question, you can find and insert media. I'm just going to do a puppet for the first one because I will be asking them a question based off of puppets. So at the top you have type your question, and the first question is, which puppet is the largest? And down here you have your answers. There's Papa Bear, Mama Bear, Baby Bear, and then Goldilocks. So these are the main characters, and to choose which answer is correct, you just click the circle. So Papa Bear is correct, but you click the circle and that will have the check mark. We're going to go to add, and I'm going to do a true or false question this time. So my true or false statement is, we will tape our drawing of the characters to craft sticks, which is true. And then for my media, you can also look up any type of images. I just like the GIFs better, and you can also import videos. I'm going to look up craft sticks. Okay. So we're going to do one more, and I'm going to show you this time how you make every single answer correct, in case you're asking a question like the one I'm about to ask. So like I said in the beginning, my students will be assigned a character, and that will base what they make their puppet out of. So just to check that they remember which puppet they were assigned, I will list all of them out. Okay, and so this, obviously, there's no correct answer. It's just based off what the student picks. So for these, you just check every box. And I'm just going to insert another picture of a puppet. And so obviously you can keep adding more and more questions. I could go on and on with this Kahoot, but I just wanted to get the basics down. So over here I went over the question types. The time limit I'll set to 10 seconds. These are relatively easy questions, but you can set the time limit up until 4 minutes. You can do however long you feel like it'll take the students to answer that question. You can change the points. For harder questions, they can get double points. For easier, they can get no points. Then standard is like medium. And this will also like total the points, calculate them, and your kids will receive like first, second, third, and so on. And then for answer options, you can do a single select where participants can only select one of the answers, which all of these will be single select. But there can also be questions where you do multi-select, and they can select multiple answers before submitting their answer. And so, once you have finished all of these and you've made sure you've picked the right answer for all of them, you're going to go to Save. And in your save, 3 options before pressing done will pop up. So you can do a launch demo, which is basically running a test session before hosting this live in your classroom just to make sure everything's correct. You can do host live. This is where you put it on the big screen for your students to play. And then share is if, let's say, you want another teacher to also have a hold of this Kahoot. You can share it to other people and allow them to host and use this Kahoot as well. So we're going to press done now, and it will go right into your folder. So yeah, this is how you do a Kahoot. This is how you set up a Kahoot game. Once again, they're very, very good for students, and engage them and let them have fun while learning. So thank you.